Hi, ladies, and welcome to Stoic Women. Have you ever caught yourself second-guessing the signs a man is sending your way? Perhaps you've dissected his every move, how he tilted his head when you spoke, or the fleeting moment his fingers grazed yours. Attraction can be as subtle as a soft breeze, or as obvious as a summer storm. Yet figuring out what's genuine and what might be mere politeness often feels like deciphering a cryptic code. The truth is, when a man truly finds you captivating, he can't help but reveal it. He might not always announce his feelings directly. Sometimes his actions speak louder than words. This is where understanding the how behind his behavior becomes so important. By recognizing these 8 key signs, you'll gain clarity on what's really unfolding beneath the surface. Each sign is an invitation to see his heart in motion, from the way he laughs at your jokes to how he adjusts his schedule just to see you. Anchored in Stoicism, we observe these signals calmly and rationally, never letting our emotions jump too far ahead. Dark Stoic psychology then offers deeper nuances, sometimes subtle and instinctive behaviors, showing how men test the waters of your reaction and build emotional connections without openly declaring, "I like you." Ready to dive in? Here are 8 in-depth clues to help you pinpoint whether he's more than just a casual friend, bridging that gap between acquaintance and someone who's completely enthralled by you. Pay attention to each sign, reflect on how it resonates in your own experiences, and you'll be well on your way to unraveling the quiet yet compelling language of genuine male attraction. Physical touch often says what words cannot. Think about the last time you were near him. Did he find small excuses to brush your arm or guide you gently through a crowd with a light hand on your shoulder or waist? While these may seem like trivial gestures, they're loaded with significance. Men frequently use subtle, nonverbal touches to communicate their interest, testing the waters to see if you'll welcome that closeness. From a dark Stoic psychology perspective, these small touches are a way to gauge compatibility. He's seeing how you respond. Do you lean in or do you pull away? Is there a comfortable ease or an awkward tension? If he's truly attracted, he'll be cautious not to overstep any personal boundaries. Yet, still look for moments where this gentle contact feels natural. Stoicism reminds us to observe these gestures calmly, noting patterns rather than jumping to conclusions. Over time, the consistency of these interactions, light touches, playful nudges, an almost magnetic draw to your personal space, reveals a strong inclination that he craves emotional and physical nearness with you. Another factor in play is his respectfulness. When a man is genuinely interested, he's usually attuned to your comfort level. He'll watch your facial expressions, pay attention to your body language, and back off if he senses any hint of discomfort. The harmony of a well-timed touch, one that feels respectful and spontaneous, often marks the meeting point between genuine attraction and personal respect. If you find yourself warmed by his presence, drawn in by the way he reaches out physically, yet remains considerate of your boundaries, you can rest assured his feelings likely run deeper than mere friendship. Have you noticed that whenever you crack a joke, even a not-so-great one, he's the first to laugh? Or maybe his face lights up with a broad grin the second your eyes meet. Laughter and smiles are 2 of the most transparent windows into our emotional world, revealing joy, interest, and sometimes even a dash of nervousness when we're around someone special. When a man is captivated by you, your presence can intensify his emotional responses. He might laugh a bit louder, smile a bit wider, or lean in as if your words carry extra weight. This is not merely about politeness. It's a reflection of how your energy stirs something in him. Stoicism encourages us to see these moments as genuine connections, free of overanalysis, but ripe with meaning. A real smile reaches the eyes, crinkling them at the corners and reflecting authentic delight. So if he's flashing a bright, sincere grin in your direction, or if his laughter flows easily when you're around, recognize these as strong signs he's more than just pleased to see you. He's genuinely drawn to your aura. Dark Stoic psychology adds another layer. Men sometimes use humor to break down walls. By sharing a playful joke or wearing that smile you love, he's creating a safe space that invites you to let your guard down, too. It becomes a shared moment of warmth, a quickening in the air that signals a mutual recognition. If you notice he looks to you first when something funny happens, or he consistently checks your reaction to see if you're smiling along with him, he's likely seeking that emotional synchronicity where both of you can simply be happy in each other's company. If you've made it this far, let me know this resonated. Hit like and drop a 1 in the comments if this speaks to you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another dose of empowering insight. We're in this together, on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and unlocking your hidden magnetism. And this is just the beginning. Stick around, because next we'll dive into the art of watching actions, not words. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. A casual compliment like, "You look nice," can be pleasant, but it doesn't necessarily speak volumes. When a man is genuinely attracted to you, his compliments dive below the surface. He'll move beyond appearance-focused remarks, though he might still tell you how stunning you look, and take the time to notice what truly defines you. Maybe he praises your creativity and problem-solving, your kindness toward friends, or the way your eyes sparkle when you talk about your favorite hobby. These deeper compliments are his way of saying, "I see who you really are, and I'm fascinated by it." Men don't always articulate their emotions easily, so when he volunteers these specific acknowledgments of your personality, it's significant. Stoicism teaches us not to let compliments inflate our egos, but it does encourage us to recognize sincere admiration. If he can pinpoint qualities about you that most people gloss over, he's demonstrating genuine observation, a sign he's paying close attention to who you are, not just how you look or what you do. There's also a quiet vulnerability in these more meaningful compliments. Each time he expresses appreciation for your witty humor or empathic nature, he risks revealing more of himself, what he values, and even some of his own insecurities. Dark Stoic psychology suggests that such compliments can be a way of building trust. By offering authentic, heartfelt praise, he's effectively saying he respects and values you enough to let you see his softer side. When that pattern of thoughtful praise continues over time, it becomes clear he finds you remarkable in ways that reach well beyond surface attraction. Have you noticed he's always eager to learn more about your world? Whether you're sharing a story about your childhood or discussing your career goals, he seems genuinely intrigued, asking follow-up questions that show he's listening. This kind of curiosity goes far beyond polite, small talk. It signals a deeper desire to connect with the person you are beneath the everyday pleasantries. Men who are genuinely smitten often become detectives of sorts, collecting clues about what makes you unique. They file away details like your coffee order or the name of your first pet. They might surprise you with an obscure reference to a movie you mentioned loving weeks ago. These gestures aren't coincidences. They're subtle but powerful indicators that he's invested in understanding the tapestry of your experiences and emotions. From a Stoic perspective, such focused curiosity demonstrates intentionality. He's choosing to spend his time and mental energy on learning about you, rather than sticking to shallow chit-chat. Dark Stoic psychology might see this as a man incrementally bonding with you. Each question is a small test of emotional rapport, and each thoughtful answer you give encourages him to open up further. If you notice these interactions leaving you both feeling more connected, it's likely that you found someone who wants more than a passing acquaintance. He's actively building a bridge to your inner world, and that speaks volumes about where his heart lies. You lean forward slightly in your chair. Moments later, he does too. You tuck a strand of hair behind your ear, and he seems to scratch his temple, almost mirroring the motion. Such subtle mimicry might seem accidental, but psychology tells us otherwise. When a man is deeply drawn to you, he can unconsciously reflect your posture, tone of voice, or even your rate of speech. Mirroring isn't just about body language. It can extend to word choice and emotional cadence. If you find him echoing your favorite phrase or adopting your playful slang, it suggests he's immersing himself in your vibe. Dark Stoic psychology explains that people subconsciously use mirroring as a bonding mechanism, signaling we're on the same page. It's a quiet dance where you take a step and he follows in stride, creating a sense of synchronicity between your energies. From a Stoic standpoint, this behavior underscores how silently yet powerfully attraction can manifest. Instead of words, it's your own reflection in his gestures that speaks to his feelings. If you catch this pattern repeatedly, beyond one-off coincidences, it's a strong indicator his attention is locked onto you. He's aligning himself physically and emotionally with what you're doing, often without even realizing it. The next time you share a moment where you move in unison or complete each other's sentences, recognize it for what it is: a silent, graceful step in the dance of mutual interest. If this resonates, hit the like button and drop a 1 in the comments to show you're ready to live with boundaries that command respect. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss more empowering insights like these. The journey is just getting started, and trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. Let's keep building the life and relationships you truly deserve, one strong move at a time. Have you found yourselves exchanging lighthearted jabs and witty comebacks? Playful teasing can act like a spark that ignites deeper connection, particularly if both of you are enjoying the banter. Maybe he jokes about your love for cheesy rom-coms, or pokes fun at how you always seem to trip over loose rugs. If his words make you chuckle instead of cringe, and if you sense they come from a place of affection rather than mockery, then you're most likely witnessing a classic sign of flirtation. Teasing, in many ways, breaks the ice around vulnerability. By gently teasing you, he's nudging the relationship into a more personal space, seeing if you're comfortable enough to let your guard down and dish it back. Stoicism suggests staying in the moment during these exchanges. Appreciate the levity, but also remain mindful of the emotional undercurrents. Dark Stoic psychology would argue that teasing is one strategy men use to measure your sense of humor and your openness to deeper rapport. When you tease him right back, playfully questioning his taste in music or challenging him on a silly topic, this banter can grow into a shared language exclusive to just the two of you. The key difference between friendly teasing and genuine flirtation is how personal and consistent it becomes. If it remains respectful and you both end up laughing more often than not, he's likely cultivating a private little world with you, one fun remark at a time. This kind of playful interaction often forms the bridge from casual acquaintances to something richer, an inside joke that evolves into a spark neither of you can ignore. Men may not always vocalize their attraction, but how they dress or groom themselves can reveal their intentions. Maybe he started wearing shirts that fit a bit better, or he's changed his cologne to something you once mentioned you liked. Notice how he might fix his hair when he spots you coming, or how he chooses shoes that complement his outfit in a way you've never seen before. These subtle changes can speak louder than a direct confession. It's not about vanity, it's about presentation. From a Stoic perspective, effort in appearance shows a deliberate choice. He's prioritizing how you see him. He wants your attention, and more importantly, your approval. Dark Stoic psychology suggests he's signaling confidence by taking care in how he looks, but also showing respect for your preferences. He's effectively telling you, I value you enough to try and be my best self in your presence. This sign often becomes more obvious with repeated interactions. Perhaps you notice he's never the one to cancel plans last minute. He always arrives looking fresh, and he asks for your opinion on style choices. The consistent level of care he shows in his appearance whenever you hang out is a quiet testament to the importance he places on your impression of him. Over time, the message becomes clear. He doesn't just want you to see him, he wants you to notice him in the best possible light. Finally, let's talk about those tiny but telling moments. Attraction isn't solely revealed by big romantic declarations or elaborate surprises. Often it's in the small, everyday acts of kindness that you'll see the depth of someone's feelings. Maybe he remembers exactly how you take your tea, offers to pick you up from the airport, or texts to make sure you got home safely after a late night. These acts may seem trivial, but they're the framework of genuine concern. In Stoicism, consistency and thoughtful action is a hallmark of true character. If he's consistently showing up for you, doing little things like holding the door, reserving your favorite seat at the cafe, or walking on the curbside of the street to keep you safe, he's communicating that you matter. Dark Stoic psychology points out that these ongoing gestures are often the strongest indicators of deeper emotional investment. He's not just putting on a show for one grand gesture, he's weaving a pattern of care into daily life. Moreover, these little acts often invite reciprocity. You might find yourself mirroring his kindness, which then grows into a mutual understanding that you're each other's safe space. This is how emotional intimacy is formed, one kind act at a time. Over the weeks or months, you'll look back and realize that what started as small gestures have built an unshakable sense of closeness. That's how you know it's more than a momentary crush. It's a foundation he's intentionally laying for something meaningful and lasting. Ladies, recognizing these 8 signs – touch, laughter, meaningful compliments, curiosity, mirroring, playful teasing, a polished appearance, and thoughtful gestures – can shed new light on how a man communicates his attraction to you. Each of these clues works like a puzzle piece. When they begin to fit together consistently, they paint a picture of genuine interest, transforming everyday moments into glimpses of something deeper. But here's the golden takeaway. Understanding his signals is only half of the story. Attraction is a two-way street, and your responses matter just as much. Stoicism encourages us to remain grounded, savoring these moments of potential without jumping to extreme conclusions. Meanwhile, dark Stoic psychology reveals how subtle cues can carry significant weight, so it's worthwhile to be both observant and mindful. If you find these signs resonate with your experiences, ask yourself whether you feel comfortable, excited, and open to deepening that bond. Ultimately, these quiet gestures and subtle habits form the tapestry of connection. The conversation you have when your hands accidentally brush, the shared laughter that seems to linger a second too long, the compliments that help you see yourself in a new, more confident light. All of these build toward a meaningful rapport. Love and attraction aren't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they bloom in whispers. Pay attention, trust your intuition, and allow the genuine connections to unfold at their own pace. If he's consistently showing up in these thoughtful ways, you may just have found a connection that has the potential to blossom into something truly special. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Always remember, you already have everything within you to create the love and life you deserve. Until next time, keep growing, keep thriving, and most importantly, keep valuing yourself. You are worthy of every ounce of love and respect the world can offer. Never forget that. See you in the next video.